Hello, people. Welcome to day 2 of this Zone 5 fight. I streamed the first day, and I slept through most of the second, but I'm back now. It's been pretty intense. We'll go through it and see the main reports and whatnot and who's winning. I really don't know. A potted history, if you will, to start things off. So, Zone 5, as is always the case, starts with 2 sets of fortresses in the middle from us and from them, and then it's basically straight on fight until one set of fortresses get built or until someone goes around the outside and goes around the back and kills them and one side gives up. So it looks pretty even here. That did not tell the tale of the early game, let me assure you, as we were a little bit aggressive with our fort placement and a little bit slow to get the flag route there. So whilst we won a few early ball fights, our first fort actually got smashed. I think our first fort was here, and it lost the fight to 08. They managed to get a good swarm and a rally and got it down. And then basically we had a little mini game where we were building this. It takes about 2 and a bit hours to build. I'm trying to sneak this gem node because that's the kind of man I am. 2.5 hours to build. We got it close, and then they started rallying it, and there were some mega reports, which I will share with you here. So this was a particularly good one. I was very happy to be involved in this. I'd like to be involved a little more. Jesus, that is a bad report. I'd like to have been able to fill a little more, but we have a rule at the moment that only the farm accounts and filler accounts are filling to save our troops. So I've only been able to sneak in a few times when no one's looking. So we've taken 80k dead. In this capacity, I was hoping to do a lot more because, as I keep saying, my power's far too high. I'm not following that rule for infantry. I'm making sure my infantry die as and when they can. So that one we defended well, but in this one, look how low it got. Look here. I don't know exactly how we can see, but I think it got down to about 200k in the fort, and basically we lost the fort. We were dead, but somehow we rallied, led by we could thank Touch Me for his excellent garrison. We could go, or maybe we thank me. We thank me for my heroism. But we somehow managed to get from the brink of despair to loads and loads of reinforcements. Happened again, and we just got enough up, and then we started swarming the rally. We just managed to keep the fort up and basically prolong the battle. I'm really not sure which way it's gone. 08, you've got to take your hat off to 08. Like both 08 and 10, actually, and their support cast. I've done a great job. Like 08 have been super organized, 10 have been super organized. It's been great fun to play. I regret in many ways sleeping for 12 hours and missing a bulk of it, but I'm back now. In terms of how I've been doing, well, you know what, I've struggled. If we go through my reports, I mean, the ones today, they look good and bad in equal measures, but this is kind of what I've found as the main one. Let's just get to the ones from yesterday. They generally trade slightly better than 100. This one walked into a surrounds times 50, so alas, it's not the best example. I'd say this is a fair report for where I am. Slightly more than between 100 and 200. About 150 is where I seem to peak at. Yeah, we started off well, but that was just in a big ball fight. Sun Tzu got smashed. So how many kills have I got? Not that many, I don't think. And where to go? But we've only just hit the million mark. I want to get about 8 to 10, I think, this KVK. The problem is crystal. So we're slowly getting the economy going. I've basically sacrificed any sort of fighting prowess in this zone to keep that economy going. So we've got a lot of the early stuff now done, including Treaties 1 and Cultural Exchange 1 to 5, which is a big deal because now that means we can get this and this. Once those go to 7, we can then get this and this, and then we can begin going call to arms and then opening up the late game. What I'm going to do instead, though, is focus on the plunder and Kerouac gift. Problem of doing this, as you can probably see, my my combat tech is very low. Well, literally as low as it could be. So I'm struggling in the fights. I'm also whilst I was really glad to get Huo, and I'm still glad to get him, the fact I've basically divided my commanders into one good march and one good march instead of one great march. I kind of feel the the negative side of it now, because the trades are okay instead of, wow, he's trading well for a free-to-play, just meh. The issue is, while Huo's equipment is not as good as Zug, and I'm going to get the ring very soon and probably put it on Zug. It's crossed by crit it like Mr. Achilles, I'll be delighted. The having Zug 5551 and Herman 5511 is really starting to, you can really feel it when I fight with those two bad boys. I'm having to use the 50% troop bonuses. I'm even coming out in and out of cities for a little bit, try and get some decent trades. I'll go back to the ball once this is finished. But for now, I'm struggling along. I'm hoping the next zone will be a little better in terms of actually how many crystals we've got. As you can see, we're on day 9, and I have hit 12.4 million crystals. So, the sort of crystals people hit on day 1 usually. We've got there on day 9. It's a struggle, my friends. It is a struggle, but enjoyable nonetheless. Right, if we look at the enemy elimination, I've probably got like 3 million, I think. I got most of my kills before it opened up, if I can find it. Here we go. So I'm on about 4, but you can see how well 8 have done. I mean, I take my hat off to 8. They've been fantastically organised. They are numbers 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10 of the top 10. We've got Jackie from our kingdom, Dark Moon, Rain, repping for our allies. Lower down we go, more 8s, 10s, and then we start coming in. That probably tells the tale of just how hard 8 of 4. I think the one thing we've definitely got going for us is we've been really vigilant at filling with farms. Like a lot of my guys have been kicked from fortresses and flags because they're not farm troops. Whereas I don't think 8 have been doing that. Maybe that makes a difference later on. I don't think it will personally, because they've got huge power accounts. They can stand to lose troops. Down here, the second fight seems to be going it seemed to be going the way of our enemy. Yeah, 94's put up a very good fight, but 7 seems to have woken up after I've given it so much shit all KVK. Maybe they were saving for this one all along. But it looks like the left coalition, as in the enemy coalition, from my point of view, is defeated the right coalition. 94 seems to be putting up a good fight, so does 5, but alas, they seem to be overrun. And the other 2 zones, interestingly, I'm not sure what's going to happen here. Again, the enemy coalition have made delicate inroads into them. Ooh, happening here. All right, that's fine. Delicate inroads into them, but they're still waiting, I believe, for, the results of this zone. Because I presume if we lose this one, we'll go hell for leather here. If we win this one, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with these. I haven't done corner allies for a long time. It makes for a more fighting KVK, I'll tell you that much. Resources, I've still got plenty in the bag, but yeah, the trades are tough. I'm used to doing a lot better than this. I wouldn't say it's put me off at all. I'm still very much trying my best, but there is the thing where you see, like, oh, I took so many sev wounds here. Like, let's use this as an example. Fought for ages. I did all right there, but I still took 20k sev wounds, and I didn't even get a million kill points. It makes you think, oh, Jesus Christ, this is a slog. I don't know if this A seed is going to be for me long term, because all our enemies, and our allies, to be fair, are tremendously strong. I mean, fighting against these guys is difficult, let me tell you. Like, you can't pop out of cities and hit 30 million people. You pop out of cities and hit these guys, so there's no point. Any sort of city hopping results in bad trades, and I hate city hopping anyway, it's so depressing. Ball fighting's been the best bit for me, but even that hasn't got the greatest trades. But it's a really good fight. For once, seeing a Zone 5 fight actually last more than the last few I've had have lasted about 6 hours. So to get one lasting this length of time has been great. I'm really not sure which way it's going to go. It looks like our flag's burning here. Needs to be a tacit agreement to not take down each other's thing here. Most of the combat is focused around this spot, where 17 came through initially, but we've gone and built back. There's some fights going on around here, which I'll presumably go and join after this. This flag is still alive. This flag is burning. It looks like the enemy have the upper hand, but I think there's a lot of ego on display on both sides here, so I think there's a long time to go. Hey, we got the gems. Sadly, I can't teleport closer because I'm so piss weak that I have to stay on my own territory. The joys, the days of sitting on anyone's territory and being come at me, bro, are well and truly gone. But that's okay. We'll fight, and fight some more. Oh, I'll be streaming more of this indubitably. I'm going on holiday on Sunday. It's now Thursday, so holiday to come. We got the wheel event coming tonight. Soon as I get these blueprints for the ring, I'm going to buy the ring. We need 75,000 more, so we're slowly getting there. I can make the ring. That'll be a big step, I think, for me. I'm probably, if it crits, which it won't, because, you know, I'll put it on the Archers and put it on Zoo. For now, I'll probably put it on Huo, despite the equipment being a lot better on the Archers. Zug is performing worse than Huo. I guess having Huo maxed and YSG max really does make a difference. Anyway, back to fighting for me. I'm sure there's plenty of streaming to go from myself, Finslister, some mad Achilles, your Frog Boy will when he's back from his holiday. Plenty of stuff to watch if you're interested in this fight. For now, we are about 20 hours in. Plenty more to come. See you next time.